nigga that ever looked at me wrong. Ha. Hey, man, go that way, B. Hey, man, I'm done holding back on you niggas, man. Straight up, man. Y'all niggas better go watch Montana 301 through 14 or something, man. It's 15. I've been ballin', could've skipped college. I'm a bad boy with that big popper. 12 gauge when I headshot him, bust his head open like a pinata. Like Percy Miller, I've been body. Come find your ass like Ben Laden. I kill a clown over my guala. Don't give a fuck if it was $10. Don't trust niggas, don't trust bitches. I know these hoes like a pimp scholar. And it's MOB until the day I drop. And these stupid thoughts don't get nada. These dick riders try to steal from me, gon' feel a heat when that lead pop 'em. I whack a bitch and then walk away with blood on my shoes. That's red bottom. Bought a new gun with 2 clips. I can't wait to use it. And that bitch stick to my hip like I glued it. I hope you do trip as soon as you do it. I pull that bitch out. K9 unit, it kiss your ass good night like bang bang. That's smooches. No top, that's clueless. I'm ruthless.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy, aka the Pen Bearer, and you know what? Everybody say Stephen Curry's the greatest player in the world, that he's better than Jordan. Well, I'm gonna just tell you some fun, crazy facts about Michael Jordan. And I gotta give a shout out to my man, Mike Korzaba, because I got the information from him. Alright, so we're gonna start with number 7, bro. As we all know, if you watch basketball, Dikembe Mutombo was one of the best shot blockers of all time. He was the one that turned the finger rag into a denial to the basket, all that good stuff like that. Well, in Dikembe Mutombo's rookie career, as he was playing for the Nuggets and getting a seed, Michael Jordan went off and scored 37 points. It was going hard. And at the end of that game, Michael Jordan shot a free throw with his eyes closed and say, "This one's for you," to Dikembe Mutombo. Now, a few years later, when Dikembe Mutombo was on the Hawks in 1997, he ended up like a one-on-one with Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing. And at this moment, he started to talk trash to Michael Jordan, saying, "You never dunk him." And y'all know MJ is a monster competitor. So he took this as a challenge. He was chilling on Dikembe Mutombo, saying like he gonna do it. Now that you said something about it, now he gonna have to dunk him, because Patrick Ewing saying if he say he gonna do it, he's man's word. He's looking at Dikembe Mutombo crazy. Like, do you know who you're talking to? After a few months prior after that, guess what happened? Off a pick and roll on the baseline, Jordan came in from baseline heavy. Dikembe Mutombo was on the other side of the basket, but Dikembe Mutombo thought that he could scare Jordan into pushing up a little bit on the rim. Sadly mistaken, sir. Jordan raised up and yammed on that man. Then after he proceeded to go back to the other side, he started finger waving the wag that Dikembe Mutombo do. He started doing that him. On to the next fun fact. Okay, so once upon a time, we all know that O.J. Mayo was one of the best high school players in the world. And he wasn't afraid to let nobody know about it. He would tell everybody, "You can't guard me, you can't do this." That's trash talking. Led him to Michael Jordan training camp. All this trash talking, you do it to one of the greatest players alive, the best player who ever did it ever, and you ends up talking trash on him. I guess figuring that MJ was in his early 40s, he wouldn't be in his game. So he ends up talking in the earlier day training camp while they play a pickup game. He's talking to MJ like, "Yeah, you can't guard me, you can't do this, you can't do this." And Michael Jordan can't talk trash back because he owns the camp. He can't, he can't get out of his character, even though his competitive nature ends up leading him closing the camp down for the night, sending all his players to bed, and then end up playing pickup game and roasting, frying O.J. Mayo, bringing in shot after shot, embarrassing that man, bro. It was in his early 40s. End up destroying that man out here. And Michael Jordan reminded him, "You may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world, period." Like he was like, really, what's a Benz to a Bugatti, man? That's what he was talking about. Like, what's a Benz to a Bugatti? You may be nice, but this is another class. That's what he's talking about. So to the next fun fact. If y'all don't know that Michael Jordan can dunk, y'all crazy, because he lives for dunking. It's a way to shut down his players and embarrass them. If you caught slipping under the rim, you probably got posterized by that man. Period, bro. And so, he used this effectively. Going against the Jazz, he caught John Stockton slipping. It was a mismatch. So he ends up twirling off from behind the back, ends up dunking it. As he's going up the court, somebody said, how about you pick on somebody your own size? So that just led Michael Jordan to be like, okay, so y'all want to talk that trash. So ends up being the very next play Michael Jordan took this opportunity and saw 7'1" Mel Turpin in the paint. Now yet again, as I was saying, Mike lives off of embarrass you under the rim. Probably got boss right now. And this is it, Michael Jordan early days. This is 86, 87. So you end up talking trash on the rim. Mike comes down the court and gives on the center, destroying the center career. And as he's going back up onto the court, he's saying, is he big enough? Is he big enough, my friends? Man, no, out of career, Michael Jordan was one of the greatest competitors. It was thought that this what made him as he was. It was even some streets said that a ping pong, he'd get beat by ping pong, and then he would let that simmer, and he ends up being the best ping pong player on his team. It was so bad that he has a gambling addiction, that he ends up cheating on a card game with all people. Like, who does that? And that's how big his competitive nature was. It was so bad that every time he played scrimmage, he wouldn't take a bite on nobody. He would treat every scrimmage like a game 7, like that was the final game. It was the last buzzer beater. If you wasn't with it, you was going to get fried, no matter what happened. Now, this had its pros and cons, because if you was playing with Michael Jordan playing against him, you didn't want him to get fried. So his teammates would treat every practice like it was game 7, play competitive just like him. And you know what you do out on the scrimmage on practice is what you do in the game, just 10 times more. It's a lot faster. So that has its pros. Now, being said, Michael Jordan trash talk ends up ruining the conference of Ron McCoy and Kwame Brown, players that let Michael Jordan trash talk get into the head. Now on the flip side, there's Steve Kerr, one of the best coaches in the game right now. And this is all things because of Michael Jordan. His competitive nature and his drive stick with Steve Kerr. Now, when Steve Kerr was first acquired by the Bulls, him and MJ got into a scrap. They brawled out, and Michael Jordan ended up blacking his eye, and Steve Kerr was defending himself. He ended up defending himself. Now, if you quote Steve Kerr, he said these are one of the best things that happened to him, because he ends up gaining the mutual respect and the confidence to play with MJ. Now, later on in the finals against the Jazz, as a respected player, Michael Jordan passed the ball to Steve Kerr. He ends up scoring a game-winner shot. That's respect, and this is one of the pros against trash talking. Now, a few years ago, somebody claimed to have dinner with Johnny Bach. If y'all know who Johnny Bach was an assistant coach for the Bulls, the Hornets, and other teams like that. And he had a bunch of stories. And in these stories, he claimed to talk about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and the Bulls before them too, and the Hornets. In 1995, he was an assistant coach for the Hornets. And this team was well put together. It had Glenn Rice, Alonzo Mournings, and Johnson. Now, this put together team also had Muggsy. Now, claim on that a few years later, after that game, a year later or so, Muggsy claimed that this one trash talk in this one game before anything started, that's what messed up his career. Now, in the beginning, at the last 1-3, the series was 1-3. Bulls was up 3, and the Hornets had 1. And this was the final game of 5. Now, Johnny Bach said in the game that it was 2-3, and they had a chance to tie it, but Johnny Bach was 90 years old when he said it. So, I mean, he could easily met that. So, what had happened was Muggsy got tangled up with Jordan, and Jordan said and selected a few words to him. Nobody knew what it was, but he said and selected a few words. And so he ends up throwing Muggsy off his game. Muggsy ends up shooting 2 for 12, getting turnovers. It seems like he can do no right. At the last play, Muzzy has the ball in his hand. Michael Jordan backs off of him and start trash talking and said, "Shoot it, you effing midget." As you know, you taunt somebody, they're gonna try to prove you wrong. Muzzy ends up taking a shot, but he already has a poor performance that night. He ends up hitting the other side of the rim and then ends up losing the series. Now, yet again, a year after that, Muzzy said Michael Jordan was the reason why his career got ruined. He said his shot never recovered after that. You know what that means? Your shot never recovered because a man told you that you was trash. Like, that proves how effective that Michael Jordan trash talk was, how his competitive nature influenced people, and how great of a player he was just by a choice of words at the right moment. That is truly amazing. I don't know nobody who do that. Which brings us to the famous shrug. Now, a lot of players do it that's not deserving. You know what I'm talking about. When you do a crazy play or killing defender and you do a shrug, say, "I did it, that's me." Such players that don't deserve, like Jerry Millen or Lance Stevenson, just people like that in general. Now, what this originated from was the '92 series when the Bulls was playing the Portland Trail Blazers, when Jordan was going against Clyde Drexel. Now, some ambitious reporters was quoting that Clyde Drexel was just as nice or even better than Michael Jordan. When speaking before the playoff series even started, Michael Jordan said Clyde Drexel is a better three-point shooter than he chooses to be. Which is crazy. That means that Michael Jordan chooses to take it inside. Yeah, then going back to the dunks, he lives off the dunks yet again. So, in the first game of the series, Michael Jordan was on a scoring rampage. In the first half, he has 35 points. That first game, in the first half, he had 35. He ends up killing it and raining down 6 threes. And as he rains down his 6-3, he ends up going down the court. And there was any doubt in anybody's minds, it was proven right there that Michael Jordan can shoot. As he does the famous shrug, saying, "I told you so, I told you so, and I told you so." In the game where Michael Jordan scored 69 in playoff, in March 28th, 1990, Michael Jordan went off on the Cavaliers. And before the first 3 games, Michael Jordan was already averaging over 44 points. Now, Michael Jordan scored 69 points in this game. He was scoring so effortlessly, and it looks like he was getting kind of bored. He probably was. So he ended up telling the man that he was guarding, Craig Elo, what he was about to do before he do it. He said, "Look, I'm gonna drive baseline onto the left side, and I'm come and whip it around the basket." And he would do just that. Over and over again, he would tell his defender what he was about to do before he do it. And it seems effortless, and they could not stop him. I don't know one person that can do that. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Will, aka the Panda Bear. And yo, if you like what you see, I don't even know why I have to say this. You already know what to do, bro. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching, bro. And yo, if you like what I did here, I appreciate it, bro. And if you want to see the original video where I got the information from, I'm gonna leave Mike Korsbutt information on the description below. I'm gonna leave his link under there. And like, he shows up picture, he's really good. Like I got a lot of information off of that good stuff. And yo, just why I think Jordan's better than everybody in the league. Tell you the truth. This is why I think that Jordan is that man. Like, hey, facts right there. You take what you want out of it. You still believe Curry is better. Hey, yo, listen. Here's what I tell you to do. Go ahead and go to 2K and do the 101 with Curry and Jordan and see what happens. See Curry get that ass whipped, bro. Curry too soft for Jordan, nigga. Talk about it. All right, peace.